Unit 3. Listening, Part 4. Exercise 3.
You will hear a radio interview about a young photographer called Ryan Parilla. For each question, choose the correct answer.
Today I'm talking to journalist Amy Ortega about the teenage photographer Ryan Parilla, who turned his hobby into a successful career. Why, Amy, did Ryan post his early pictures on Instagram?
He knew other photographers usually try to have theirs published in magazines, but he hoped that with Instagram he could receive comments from across the world, getting to know people online and perhaps also in real life by traveling overseas. The result is he has become well known internationally, attracting the attention of companies such as Nike, who have since given him work. Ryan has around 100,000 people following him on Instagram, with thousands of likes and comments for every photo.
What does he most like to photograph?
He recently took an amazing photo of birds following a ferry he was on while in Mexico. But Ryan grew up in New York, and what he really loves is getting pictures of his city, its sights, and those who live there. He considers photography an art form because it lets him catch life and ordinary people through his own eyes.
Which does he feel are his best photos?
He's taken great photos from the roof of his 54-story Manhattan building just as the city's waking up. But the ones he's most proud of are those he hadn't intended to take until he suddenly saw something surprising, like a skateboarder flying through the air, and he knew it was the right moment for a picture.
What kind of camera did he begin with?
He's been taking photos since he was 9, and nowadays he chooses from the latest models, but most of his early photos were taken with the camera on his sister's phone. Before that, though, he began with an old one belonging to his dad, which he'd found lying around in the house. By the age of 12, photography was changing his life.
What happened when he was 12?
He started taking photos around New York. At home, his dad noticed Ryan seemed to be on his computer, and he thought Ryan was playing video games, but actually, he was busy teaching himself about photography and looking up information about it.
What advice does Ryan have for other young photographers?
He warns against choosing a particular type of photography just because it's cool, and instead advises them to do whatever brings them pleasure. He also believes that thinking you can't achieve what you want while you're young is a mistake. And Ryan's amazing career shows just how true that is.